On February 24th, I embarked on a crazy journey. I decided to do a 30-day no sugar challenge. And also on that same day, oh, cameo appearance by my crazy cat. I also decided that I was going to try and quit smoking. So if you can follow along with me and not the shenanigans of my cat, I think we're going to be okay. My name is Eva. This is Women Blazing Trails. So I am going to be turning 63 years old this year. And I realized that it was time to really start taking care of myself. Like I generally try to take care of myself. I do go to the gym. I try to eat as healthy as I possibly can. But I mean, I was still smoking. I was still eating shitty food as sometimes as well. So I thought, you know what? I'm going balls to the wall here and I'm going to just do this crazy. I mean, who does that? Who quits smoking and quits sugar on the same day and tries to push herself for 30 days? Only crazy Eva, yours truly. I was very, very, very determined and committed to doing this. I thought if I can't stick to 30 days, then I mean, what's wrong with me, right? And before I started the challenge, and I invited anybody who wanted to join me, you're more than welcome to try and join No Sugar Challenge for 30 days. The way I was thinking about it is that if I can handle being in a toxic relationship for 8 years, I think I can handle 30 days of no sugar. So off I went. It was Monday, February 24th, and I thought, this is it. We're no sugar and no smoking. What happened was the no smoking actually turned out to be a lot easier because I was using hypnosis, quit smoking hypnosis. I had purchased years ago through Vance Romain. I'm going to drop that down below if you do want to quit smoking. So I would use those at nighttime. And after the first week, I was fine. I hardly had any nicotine cravings. And after the first week of the sugar, I don't want to talk about the no smoking. After the first week of no sugar, I felt pretty good. Like I didn't have any sugar cravings per se. Nothing that was too, oh my God, I need to have a piece of fat chocolate cake right now. Like nothing like that. So I feel like after the first week, I handled the sugar pretty well. And because it was a strict no sugar diet, I wasn't using any sweeteners, no stevia, monk fruit, honey, nothing. Like the only sugar that I was getting was from berries, fruits, melons, that's dates, bananas, watermelon. That's the only source of sugar I was getting was natural sugar. By week 2, things got a little crazy. So I found that at the end of week 2, I was really starting to jones I just want a fucking chocolate bar. Like I just wanted to bite into something chocolatey or something. And I was like, okay, so I went on Google, I'm like, please help me. I'm, no sugar. What kind of treats can I have on a no sugar diet? So what I did find was a little date trick. You can get a date and stuff it with a piece of 100% dark chocolate cacao, which is like zero sugar. It's just 100% cacao, and stuff that sucker in the date. And my mouth sang songs. I mean, my taste buds came alive. It was amazing. So that worked. And I was able to use that it's like a little, they call it like a little sort of like a Snickers bar. I don't know. I don't really like Snickers bars. So that's what I used. By the end of week 2, I'm like, okay, I'm going to just stuff dates with dark chocolate, which is fine. But you also have to be careful because I had to be, not that I had to be careful, but dates are really high in sugar. Yes, they're natural sugars, but they're still high in sugar. So I had to limit myself to like 2 or 3 after dinner, just as a little, okay, here's your little reward, Eva, for being a good girl and not stabbing anybody in the eye and not losing your shit. So I would eat those as my little chocolate fix treat. And that was fine. Week 2, we were okay. By week 3, I think I had my first real cigarette craving in week 3. And also the sugar cravings I was getting a lot more sugar cravings. And I was like, oh, this is bad. Like I had a harder time with the sugar cravings than I did with the no smoking cravings. Mind you, I was still using the hypnosis to quit smoking. I didn't really have any hypnosis or any meditative aids to use for the no sugar. which I probably should have done. I probably should have thought that out better, but I didn't. But whatever. We made it through week three. Cravings are a little bit stronger. And what I was noticing for health wise was that I had a lot more mental clarity because I do work online, I do write, I do create stuff. So I had a lot more, like, I was really focused on this is your job, this is what you have to do, and just do it, and no bullshitting around. So I had a lot more clarity in my work, in my thinking, like, because usually I'm all scatterbrained and I've got irons. I have so many irons in my fire, and I'm all over the place. But I was really clear. I had a lot of, you need to schedule Pinterest, get your Pinterest scheduled and do it. And then you need to create posters for Facebook. So I was very organized, which is not me at all, and very focused. So I was really, really happy about that. I found too that I had a lot more energy. I was a lot, hi, there's a dog on the roof over there. I had a lot more energy, and I was also a lot more calm. Like, I wasn't as agitated as I normally, not to say that I'm agitated generally on a daily basis, but when you're just like little things piss you off, or little things like just annoy you or frustrate you or whatever. I didn't really have any of that. I was just like, whatever, it's cool. Don't forget, I had also quit smoking. By week 4, the sugar cravings were starting to get even worse. I was eating a lot more dates stuffed with chocolate. I'll admit, I didn't cave though. I stuck to it. But yeah, I found I was eating a lot more to try to compensate for the fact, and a lot more, like, I would have half an orange, or I would have, some more dates with chocolate stuffed in it, or I would have more. I bought a bag of sugar snow peas, sugar snap peas. I devoured those because they were sweet and crunchy, and they're kind of good for you. So week 4 was a little tense. It was a little harder for me with the cravings. Still felt really good physically. I feel like, along with the no smoking as well, I feel like the two of them together, as hard as it was, well, the sugar was harder than the no smoking. I found that they really kept me in check. Like, the two challenges together really kept me in line. Because for me, food and cigarettes go hand in hand, right? And especially treats, like if I have a chocolate bar, a piece of cake, or whatever, that I'm going to have a smoke. So the two go hand in hand, and they really kept me focused on, you can't have one and you're not having the other, and you're not having either, and you're just going to do it. Even you got 30 days. You can do this for 30 days. So I did. And it was challenging, to say the least, but I made it, and I'm super, super proud of myself. So, and I just want to share a couple of things with you, and I'm going to drop some links down below as well, as far as, quitting sugar, quitting smoking, if you need to do that as well, the health benefits. I'll drop a link down to a blog that I wrote, all kinds of things. There'll be some information for you down in the description box. But when I told people, I'm starting a 30-day no sugar challenge, if you want to join, I was open to everybody. Anybody could join. It's here's the rules. It's 30 days no sugar. Those are the only rules. And so many people said, oh, I can't do that. And yeah, you can. You choose not to. There's a difference between I can and I don't want to, because we're addicted, right? Sugar is an addictive substance. So many people, I can't. I was like, whatever. It's 30 days, man. So if you're more than welcome to join us. I don't judge. I'm not a judging type person. You're either on board or you're not. And that's okay. I mean, it's your health, and you need to take care of your health yourself. I'm not your mother or doctor, whatever. It's up to you to take care of your health. So, but I was surprised that I managed to get through it. As far as as far as the no smoking goes as well, and the no sugar, with a lot more energy, I was out walking more. I walked to the gym a lot more instead of taking my scooter to the gym. I'm back at the gym 6 days, sometimes 6 days a week, but definitely 5 days a week. I feel really, really good. I was really expecting, so here's something, I was really expecting to notice a difference in my skin. Like I was hoping to have clearer skin because I do have a lot of like not zits. Well, I guess they are zits, but like enlarged pores and that kind of thing. I didn't notice a difference in my skin. Like it didn't become clearer. I was hoping miraculously that it was going to become clearer and less acneic, and it wasn't. But with the quit smoking, though, I find that it filled out a lot more, and I feel like I look healthier. And I mean, for me, that's the number one thing. That's most important is to look healthy and to be healthy. So yeah, so that's my 30-day no sugar challenge results. Oh, as far as, so I wasn't doing this, just side note, I wasn't doing this to lose weight because I have like an athletic build, if you will. I don't thin athletic. I don't know how to call it. I don't really need to lose weight. Mind you, when I started the no sugar challenge, I weighed in at 128.6 pounds, I think. And by the end of the first week, I was 126.5. And that's 125, 126 is where I sit comfortably anyway. So I was happy with that. And I did measure my waist because I have like a little muffin top. So I did measure that at the beginning of the challenge. I'll drop down in the description box below because I forgot what the measurement was when I first started, and I'm going to measure it. But I noticed a very slight difference in my waist, nothing too crazy because I was still eating, dates and high sugar fruits, if you will, pineapples, papaya, not papayas, mangoes, bananas. I mean, it's naturally occurring sugar, but they're still high in sugar. So I was still eating those. I probably would have done better if I had completely eliminated those, but I didn't. And it is what it is. So I just wanted to share my results with you on the 30-day no sugar challenge. I definitely feel better. I can see myself staying on this long term. I will go back to using sweeteners because I do use sweeteners in my baking. So I will use sweeteners. I won't use sugar. I don't even think I have any sugar in the house, actually. So there'll be no sugar in the house and just sweeteners. I use stevia for everything. So yeah, so I shouldn't say I'll never have sugar again because I'm going to Florida soon and I really want Dairy Queen. So, I'm not going to say that I'm never going to have sugar again. I feel like it's going to happen, but I think that I'm going to have more control over how much sugar I consume as opposed to before. I had no control whatsoever. I just ate sugar whenever the fuck I wanted to. And so I'm not going to do that before. I'm going to be more conscious of when I choose to consume sugar and in what quantities. For those of you who did join the 30-day challenge, I'd love to hear your results. I know a couple people fell off, but the jump back on the wagon fell off and jump back on. I would definitely, another thing I noticed, I want to end this because it's getting longer than I want it to be. I noticed that like I have a lot of like little aches and pains like in my wrist because I dropped a motorcycle 5 years ago, my knees, my elbows. I have little funny little aches and pains. And I'm almost 63, so I'm not going to be without any aches and pains. But when I was not consuming sugar, I didn't have any aches and pains. Like they were gone. They were gone. I had no, my wrist was fine. My knees were fine. Like everything, my elbows, everything was just it was great. I had no aches and pains, no headaches. So I don't really suffer from headaches too much anymore anyway, but I would encourage anybody to just try 30 days. Just push yourself. And it is hard, but I mean, here we are at day 30 and we're done. So, the rewards are great. I encourage you to try it. Don't forget to check the links down below in the description box because I'm going to leave a bunch of links. I'm going to be very helpful links for you if you want to quit sugar, if you want to know the health benefits of quitting sugar, if you want to know the damaging effects of sugar, quit smoking, all that stuff. Don't forget to check the description box. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I do upload every Sunday. I post random shorts throughout the week, and I go live once a week, usually on Wednesdays. I hope you all have an amazing day, and thanks for being here. Goodbye from sunny Guatemala.